Welcome back, guys, and today we are here with my Steam Showdown match versus WrightJustice. Couldn't remember, that's not a good start. And I think it's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully it's been as fun as the testing's been. It's nice not having to play around land destruction or counter spells. I think that's the first time we've had, which is all board wipes as well. It's just straight up throw decks at each other. I think I said that in the play testing thing. We're just going to throw decks at each other and see what sticks. But I'm getting invites from other people playing Magic Duels, which unfortunately is not going to be okay, considering I'm just about to play my tournament match. Where's WrightJustice? Invite. There we go. So, I don't know. I think I'm looking for a fairly straightforward, same as what I did against Duels, where it was just 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, and then just take it from there. Woodland Wanderer is huge if you can't find Bone Splinters, which he only has 2, because I can use it as an attacker and a blocker, and then it helps me just force through damage, especially if I can start getting around his stuff. It's Akun Firebird's pretty nice as well. I don't think he really has anything to stop flyers, so it's going to keep getting through the air. Same with Sky Spawn. So I'd probably say my ideal draw would be turn 2 Greatkeeper Visionary, whichever one, it doesn't really matter. Turn 3 Sky Spawner, turn 4 Woodland Wanderer, and then just whirl a rogue, whirl a rogue, whirl a rogue. That would be ideal. But you never know. I think right now in my position in the tournament, I need to win every single match from now on. And even then, it's kind of, I think my DNF's going to be, not my DNF, my OMW is going to be too low, because all my opponents keep losing. Pact lost. Marnell keeps losing as well. It's not looking good, to put it bluntly. But we'll try and get a winning record at the very least. And who knows, maybe we can just fluke our way through. In the Xbox tournament, a guy went 2-3, nearly got through, so it's definitely not impossible for me to get through. I just need a lot. I think it's out of my hands right now. Basically, I need the people in front of me to start losing, and my allies who've whooped my ass before to actually start winning games. Pact lost this week against Terrazin, which is really kind of sad for me, because I play tested with Pact, and Pact's deck was just crushing Terrazins. It was brutal. I think I said at the time, I said to Pact afterwards, I said, if he doesn't draw every single counter spell, then you just win this matchup. And then Terrazin went and drew every single counter spell, which was definitely disheartening, because that's just, I think my OMW is one of the lowest in the tournaments so far, which doesn't inspire me with much confidence. But I don't know, we beat Wright here, then we'll go to 2-2, and then I don't know, there's plenty of other people who could be playing. Not forgetting live is a message I just got from Wright, so I'm just going to ignore that, and then just hopefully he sends me something more clarified, because that was, I don't get it. I don't know, I like Wright's deck. The one of Drowner absolutely destroyed me in playtesting, so hopefully he doesn't find that. Obnixilus I'm not too worried about with, I've got Burn and stuff. It's just Husk either, I'm not really too worried about Husk. I've got so many different ways to tap it down or just chump it down for a turn. It's only really an issue if he finds the one of Rogue's Passage with a Husk. But there's plenty that can go wrong, but there's also plenty that can go right. Hopefully we have a better contest than last round, where I got land screwed first round. And then, fun fact for anyone who didn't read the description, fun fact for anyone who didn't read the comment I made, Pack top deck that planar outburst in the second game. So I nearly brought it back to 1-1, and who knows, who knows what could have happened in game 3. But I think realistically, if I was to need to have qualified, I needed to beat Marnell, and I needed to beat Pact, which means really obvious, because I'm 3-0. But judging by the way they're performing afterwards, their decks don't really seem these the absolute top tier. Kryder's wrecking shit, Yonder's wrecking shit, and I don't think their decks are judging by the record, I think Marnell is now 1-2 after beating me, which isn't great, and I think pacts now. I don't know, but it's not. Them matchups I could have took if things went right. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this tournament which, if things had just been a little bit different, this deck could be like Marnell second game, and then he just went 2-0 within like 10 minutes. But okay, Wright's on the play. Okay, 3-land hand, got all my colours, got a 4-drop. I'll keep. This is, I think with the Gatekeeper I have to slow myself down a turn and grab a Izzet Guildgate so I can play both Akun Firebird and Whirl Rogue. Actually no, we got double blue, never mind. So I'm just speaking out my arse. This is actually a pretty solid hand. If I draw a 3-drop it'll be perfect. Okay, so we have red. We only have one red source. We're going to be grabbing a basic red, and then we've got all our colour fixed. I mean, we can just drop an Evil Leap and then sack a Gatekeeper, but I mean, considering he runs flash bags, probably is not what I'm going to do. Okay, there's a second red, so I mean, we're really just going to grab anything we want here. So it's 2 red, 2 blue, 2 green, so it really doesn't matter. I'm going to grab a basic red anyway, because just in case I want to like go Firecraft plus Twin Bolt later on in the game, or like even Flame Shadow and Akun Firebird. It's always an option. I mean, next turn we get to Evil Leap, play a, well, we've got double green anyway, so we don't need to. Okay, turn 3 Nissa. I might just Twin Bolt instead of Evil Leap now then, just to get it out of the way so it doesn't ruin my tempo on like turn 4, because I'm gonna have to deal with it eventually, so it might as well be now. Looks like Wright didn't get off to the fastest start. Okay, let's think this through. Let's see what we draw. There's Flame Shadow. I might actually just drop that turn 4 instead, because I've got 5 mana plus Whirl Rogue. That'll just take over the game pretty fast. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do, so fairly straightforward. We'll play the control game, Twin Bolt, and next, I mean, Flame Shadow into Whirl Rogue into Akun Firebird Flame Shadow is going to be pretty disgusting, and Wright needs to get very explosive very fast to keep up with that. I don't think, let's check his list, let's see if he's got any. I don't think he runs anything for enchantments. Damn you, I knew I should bring his list. Blister Pod, Bone Throw, Carrythor, Shadows of Past, Evil Leap, Flashbag, Liliana, and Amtuka Husk. No, I don't see any enchantment hits, so I mean, I just drop this thing and I can't really lose. Ooh, I'm so tempted to just drop you instead, but take a turn off now while he's not got much of a board, and then I'll just completely overtake the game, I think. Plus, you know, if we're going to go out in the tournament, we're going to go out in style, and that will be with my trusty Flame Shadow. Because, I mean, we get to go Whirl Rogue, Akun Firebird, and if he's still alive after that, then we've got a Woodland Wanderer. I mean, Husk can hit me pretty hard here if he drops like an Eyeless Watcher. But, I mean, I'm sure he would have went Eyeless Watcher first. Yeah, it looks like he kept a fairly shaky hand, judging by the fact that he didn't have a 1-drop, 2-drop, and then Nissa and Husk on an empty board. Like, if I had the second Twin Bolt here, this would be absolutely disastrous for him. And I'm going to keep this. Yeah, I'm going to keep this around. I can take 2. I can chump block later on once he gets a board up. Could have the tutelage, he does, but I think we're going to be racing pretty hard here. So, swings and roundabouts. Visionary not now, but if we need to make sure this taps right. Why is it not coming up with how it wants to tap? It's because I don't have double blue. Why did I go wrong there? I swear I had double blue. Shit. Well, it's not the biggest disaster in the world, because although this Whirl Rogue's dead in my hand now and I've just made myself look like a tit, it does mean the whole Flame Shadowed Akun Firebird thing is still live. And I mean, I still get to go. It sucks. I'd much rather Whirl Rogue here, but it's not the end of the world because I still have plays. It's not like I've completely screwed myself over. There's a blue source and a Drowner, which I liked. I mean, he's got to keep attacking here, but judging by his hand, he's got no creatures. Otherwise, he'd definitely be playing him first man. I'm just going to keep taking this for the time being. Play around Flashback Marauder, which I'm assuming he must have in his hand, judging by the way he's not casting any creatures. Could have his one-off Drowner. He does not. He's got an Eyeless Watch. That's interesting. I would have played that first main, and then I would have been a lot more tempted to block. because he wins that race at that point. Well, it might just be Flame Shadow Woodland Wanderer, not exactly the dream. Okay, we got a second blue, that's good. Just gonna get the Woodland Wanderer down now, I think. Obviously it's the only number in the deck, the fact that the hasted token is only a 2/2. But I mean, we've almost got him. I mean, I will chump with the Gatekeeper Vine this turn, I think. We've almost got him dead to the Whirler Rogue, making the Woodland Wanderer unblockable. It's 5 damage, he's down to 9. So he's not dead yet, actually. It depends how aggressive he gets here. If he drops a Abomination, that might be disastrous. But we do have him on a 2-turn clock. There's a Twin Bolt and a Crisis. There's the Abomination. So I mean, it might just be... He almost has to chump with that. He does get to draw a shit ton of cards. The mill game is on here. He can hit me for at least 10 already. If he attacks in, he'd lose his board, but I mean, doubt he's worried about that at the minute. Radiant Flames would be nice here, be able to do it for X equals 2, and then wipe everything. Actually, I think I can put him in a position where he has to chump this turn, if I whirl a Rogue. Because make this unblockable, make the Whirler Rogue unblockable, he has to chump that thing, and then he's dead the turn after. So that seems pretty good. Because he has to chump, otherwise he's dead, plus the Rogue gets unblockable. Okay. So I get 8 damage through this turn. Okay. This creature can't be blocked. And then you can't be blocked. And then I force him to sacrifice his Abomination here. Like I said, I love this matchup because we just throw everything we have on the board. Is he going to sacrifice any Scions? It looks like he is. But he's on a 1-turn clock. We have 2 ground blockers. Only thing, plus we're getting crucially here. Making him get rid of his board, because that was one way if he went like second Eyeless Watcher into an unblockable husk. But I don't think he can do that now. Kill me that turn. We've got 2 blockers along the ground. I'm assuming his last card in hand is Flesh Bag, judging by the way he was off to a slow start. But milling out I don't think is an issue at this point. Okay, he gets a Twin Bolt, which is annoying because that's just lethal next turn. Although anything's lethal next turn at this point. Gets a Scribe as well, he's down to 2. So I mean, we're doing alright. Flame Shadow is MVP. So it's finally got us a win if we do survive this turn, which there's by no means a guarantee. I mean, I doubt he's going to mill us out from 40. He's got 3 creatures, so 2, 4, 6. He's got 6 power. He's got 2 cards in hand. I don't think he can do it. Liliana is not going to do it. So you can sack a Husk, actually bring back Eyeless Watcher. That might actually do it, but he doesn't have a blockable, so never mind. Okay, yeah, we got this. Whew. So that's game 1 out of the way, and I got the draw I needed. As simple as I had 4-drop, 4-drop, 3-drop, Woodland Wanderer, Flame Shadow, which is, as you can see, turned out to be pretty influential. But like the thing is, I've got the blocker here, and like he needed to have a Rogue's Passage as well, I think, to win this. So I think it was important to put him in the position where he had to block with his Smothering Abomination, because that thing can draw him a lot of cards, and I don't know what he's doing here, because I don't think he can win unless I fuck up and forget to block. But you never know, it's possible. Just make sure I make the right block still, just in case something goes horribly wrong. Okay. maybe, I don't know, I mean, scrying, but we've got there, I think, and that's game one. It's pretty much, I'd love a repeat of that. I was off the play as well, which I really thought was huge in this matchup, which I'm glad it didn't turn out to be. Hey, you got my tutelage answer. But I even fucked up that game. It seems like the games I fuck up are the games that I actually managed to win. Like that game against Monel where I forgot to I got the fetch up the wrong land turn 2. But that's game one of the way. Get the win. I think I get an achievement here. Not an achievement, a quest here as well. Hey, 100 gold. Nearly there. Okay, so that's game one out of the way. Hopefully we can mimic that. He got off to a bad draw. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. His draw was not where he wanted to be. I mean, he didn't have a 2-drop, didn't even have a 1-drop. Nissa was turn 3 followed by Husk turn 4. That's not exactly explosive. But I mean, I found the matchup can go either way. It really depends. If we both get good draws, it's an amazing match. If we don't, it's whoever gets a better draw. Like, our decks are fairly poised on whatever our first 7 cards are. But I mean, he was on the play, I'm now on the play, which I like. So hopefully we get a similar hand to last round. 4 colours, no Akun Firebird or Exquisite Firecraft. I'm going to keep it though. This may look crazy. In fact, it is really risky, but this deck I've found if you mulligan these kind of shaky hands, it can go fairly wrong, fairly fast. It looks like he's already got off to a better start. Like a lot of my creatures are live, and like there's only one of the double red spell which can fuck me over in the entire deck. And like live draws like that are pretty nice. Like, I mean, I know it's slow, but if I'm drawing land, hopefully it'll be a red source. If I'm not drawing land, then hopefully it'll be like Whirler Rogues, Woodland Wanderers, stuff like that, you know. If I go down to 6 and I get like I mean, if I go to mull that one away and I go down to like 6, then things aren't looking particularly good. Okay, so it looks like he's off to a decent start with 2 Blister Pods. I mean, if he has Namtuka Husk, we're actually in decent trouble. There's a Sky Spawner, there we go. So I mean, that can accelerate us to Drown and Up if we need. Plus it's just a decent damage in the air, really. These Blister Pods are annoying. I'd love a Twin Bolt just to clear out the whole 2-for-1 my 1/1s. I mean, if we don't draw land, we get to go Visionary, dig for something. But I'm just going to keep taking this, I think. I'm not too worried. I mean, I could jump later on when he's got scarier stuff with my 1/1s. And it looks like, has he kept a 2-lander? I would appreciate that very much, because my hand is not the strongest either. No, he's found his land. Okay, fair enough. Evil Leap is tempting, but I think I want to draw a random card first. In fact, I can do both. But I think right now I'm going to attack it with all of my creatures, because the Visionary for a Visionary trade or a Scion trade is fair enough. And if not, it means my Firecraft might later on in the game might actually pack some more punch. So we're going to Visionary first, see if we draw a tapped land, which I would cast over the Evil Leap, which we don't. We see a Woodland Bellower, which isn't terrible. I mean, we are a couple turns off, and we're 1 turn off if we can find a land, and then we can start sacking our creatures to dig for Gatekeepers and stuff. His 4-drop is huge here. If he's got the Eyeless Watcher, it'd be bad. If he's got Smothering Abomination, it'll be worse. But I mean, even if we can just stall out for 8 turns, we have we have a Eldrazi Sky Spawner. It looks like he doesn't have a very good draw either, again. But I think I'm going to trade off a Visionary here for a Visionary, because I mean that basically represents 2 damage with a husk later on, and I've already got plenty of flesh bag cover. So I'd love to draw a land here. Thank you. It's a red source as well. Do I clock him in the air, or do I just ramp out a Bellower? I think I'm going to ramp out a Bellower, because I mean I can Firebird the turn after. Plus, more importantly, it means if I draw Whirl Rogue, I can make the Bellower unblockable, which is obviously a lot better than a Firebird. But I mean, we just have a huge tempo change here. No counter spells, don't have to worry about that. I shit myself for a second. But I mean, he's on 12 life, we have double red, so he's on 8 life. A Firebird's going to take him down to 5 life. There's a flash bag, but he needs Bone Splinters. That just tells me I need to keep some cover around. Bring you back. Tempting to get a Gatekeeper Vine to get me in my 6th, guarantee my 6th land, but I think I'm gonna draw it eventually. So, I mean, we've got very big power on the board. Bone Splinters is probably the worst case scenario, but we've got him on a fairly fast clock, and it's definitely interesting. I feel like I'm in a good position, but a lot can go wrong, and a lot of things that can go wrong usually start with Liliana plus Evo Leap. So let's try and end this game fairly fast. He can blank my Woodland Bellower by sacking a Scion every turn. He's going to do it main phase. Interesting. Makes me discard here. What do I get rid of? That's a really interesting question. Gets the Abomination. So he does have a flying blocker now, but I think I'm going to just Firebird it out, and then I hope he doesn't make me discard. He makes me discard. Damn it, this is tough. I mean, I think you discard the bird because you can bring it back later on in the game. So although that does leave me without a play next turn if I don't draw a land. But I do have Evo Leap, so I mean, Twin Bolt, take out them Scions, and then just attack him. How much land do we have here? So we have 6 points of burn in our hand, so we can just get 6 points through. I really wish I could drown her. I mean, Firebird was probably the better play here. I think I just attack all out at his face, and then take out them Scions with the Twin Bot, just so he has less chump blockers, and then if I have to discard, probably throw away the Drowner. Although I can actually just Evo Leap and put a random creature in my hand. But he is almost in Firecraft range. He is 2 points off, and he has no board. He has Abomination in hand, but that would take up his entire turn, which would kill him. And if we draw land, Drowner taps down 2 stuff, which kills him. He has to bring back an Eyeless Watcher. Yeah, that's the play. But now we have him just dead to the Eldrazi Sky Spawner plus Firecraft. He has no answer, so he needs to kill the Firecraft on his main phase because he's got no. If he plays the Abomination, that buys him a turn, I think. Unless we. Yeah, it buys him a turn if he drops that Abomination. If he decides to widen out his board a bit more, then we win. I think the play is to take out the Scions there, though. I'm not sure. I mean, if I point it at his face, maybe. I mean, maybe that means I can kill him this turn. I don't know. I'm kind of out of it. Okay, he goes for a flashback, so I think we win. So we got. So okay, let's have a look at his. I mean, he could still have Bone Splinters, but then I mean, the temptation is to take out the Woodland Bellow over the thing. He'd have to. He's got something. Well, he's got the Evil Leap up, so never mind. Gonna scour his deck list one more time, see if there's anything that I've forgotten. Okay, so Blister Pod, Bone Splinters, Carrier Throw, Evil Leap, Elvish Visionary. Okay, so I mean, he's out of mana now, so it's irrelevant. I mean, I guess it didn't really matter what I sacrificed there. He's only got 1 blocker, but can we style him? We didn't draw the land, so the game failed us. But Make sure to attack here. Make sure I attack the right thing. I do have double red this time, and yeah, so a nice 2-0 win, and I really enjoyed that matchup, and there we go, there you have it, 2-0, and I enjoyed that, and it's like I said, I mean I got the draws I needed. I think temur is very hard to stop if you can keep ahead, and I don't think his draws were ideal either, like he never had carrier throws and stuff. But I'm glad I keep that second hand. It was risky, but I think it was worth the risk. Let's make that today's question. Would you have kept that second game's hand? And I'll be talking to Wright now for a second, and I'd just like to say we are now 2-2. So can we get the dream positive? Maybe even the minor fact that we might actually qualify, but I don't know. We shall see. I don't think qualifying is very likely, but going positive would be an achievement for me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.